Ecamm fam, what's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Marshall Creates with Ecamm. Happy Thursday. If you're watching this live, if you're not watching this live, you're on a replay squad. Happy whatever day it is that you're watching me. I sincerely appreciate it. Thank you all for joining in. Let me say what's up to the fam. Paul, it's always great to see you. Thank you so much. Yes, the weekend is close. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Today feels like a Friday for some reason. To me, it feels like a Friday. Parker, what is good? Great to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Cool. Let's see how many people we got. We got 8 people on here. Okay, cool. Say what's up, y'all. Where y'all tuning in from? Let me know. Cool. So just to give you kind of a bit of an overview, we are branding Jerry Miner's Playing the Back of the Room. It's a new show that he's working on. It's a bit of a podcast, a bit of a sketch show. It's going to be on YouTube. It seems to be really dope. So if you're not familiar, Jerry Miner, he's been in the entertainment industry for, I believe, close to 3 decades now. And he's a pretty cool guy. He's a pretty cool guy to be in the Ecamm fam, and he's on Abbott Elementary currently, and he's done a lot of cool things in his career. He's been a writer on several different shows and movies and projects. So I have the honor and privilege to brand his new show. But the challenge is that it is very minimal, clean, simple. Not that I don't typically do that, but it's mainly simple typography. So I told you, if you tuned in last week, I told you guys that I was going to try to get a selection from him on the logo concepts, and I did just that. So I got a selection from him, and maybe the one that you guys were thinking. But let me tell you what's up. Hey, George, what is good? Welcome. Great. It's always great to see you, George. Thanks for tuning in. Marianne's tuning in from Sydney, Australia. Wow, 6 a.m. I appreciate you. I believe you were on last week at 6 a.m., if I'm not mistaken. Thank you so much, Marianne. It's great to see you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys. So I'm going to show you the concepts from last week, and then I'll show you the one that he chose, and then we're going to have a little fun. All right. So let me pull up the concepts first. Okay. And okay. Wrong screen. I hate when it switches on me like that. Give me 1 second. Let me pop back over. Give me 1 second, guys. We're going to use that in a second. ChatGPT, because I have an idea. So hold on. Screen share. Secondary. All right, cool. Boom. So, of course, this looks a mess, but I'm going to show you the ones I presented. So it's essentially these. So this bottom row here, okay? And let me try to zoom in a bit so you can see it. Oh, darn. I gave it away. I gave it away. Well, we're going to proceed anyway, okay? So, boom. This was number 1. This was number 2, 3, 4, and 5, because this was the first one that we created. Michael, what's good? No, you're right on time. You are not late. You're right on time. All right. So, I already gave it away. My bad, y'all. This is the one that he chose. This is the concept that he chose. So now we want to work on some covers. And I created some, at the end of last week's episode, I created some background images for the cover, but we're gonna have a little fun with them today. So of course we have like the back of a comedy club, a mic on the side, just a smoky black background, a gradient background, spotlight on a mic, and I had the idea to have the text kind of behind the mic, but then room up for interpretation. When I was playing with the gradient, I was like, you know what if I made it like a half gradient? So it kind of looks like you can see through the O to see the mic. So just really quickly, I did some rough designs, just really quick, because I was trying to get his feedback before today's stream on which one he wanted to go with that we could kind of push further. But I wasn't able to get a response back just yet. So I don't know which one he's going to go with. However, I do want to play with the text a bit as it relates to the text effects. And also, I would like to generate another image similar to this one. Okay. So what I'm going to do, kind of gave you a preview of it, is I'm going to use ChatGPT just to get it to help me out, because the name of the game, and I've been playing a lot with AI recently, especially with launching my new channel. And I found that the secret sauce, and this is a skill that I lack currently, but the secret sauce is prompting. So if you're not familiar, prompting is basically the set of instructions that you give to whatever AI platform that you use in order to get the output that you desire. So that is the secret sauce. However, AI, it can help you with prompting. If you're not good at prompting, it's like, oh, hey, AI, I suck at prompting. Can you help me with it? And it will. You know what I'm saying? So you don't necessarily have to be an expert, So, yeah, so I want to kind of create more images similar to this, where it's like the back of the comedy club. I'm not yet at a point where, I guess I could try it. Let's try it first. But what I was going to do is upload the image and say, hey, can you describe this image? So let's go ahead and, let me just do my own prompting. I guess we can compare. Okay. I guess we can compare. We could do my own prompting and then we could compare with more professional prompting. Okay. Say, hello. I always greet the AI because you never know when the machines take over. I want them to know I was always nice and respectful. You see what I'm saying? I saw this video of Kai Cenat and his friends trying to kick over his little personal robot that he has. I was like, that's probably not a good idea. You'll never catch me. If I had a personal robot, you'll never catch me pushing that thing over. You know, I ain't doing it. That's all I'm saying. Hello. I would like to create an image um of a dark comedy club shown from the back, because I'm fixated on the back of the room. That's why I don't want it to be super cliche, even though I will say, not to get too far in the weeds, when it comes to branding and design, stuff can be open to interpretation. It doesn't have to be so literal. Like, I think about my quote when it comes to branding is that your logo is meant to identify, not explain, right? So I always think of that when it comes to other branding elements as well. Like, I don't have to be literally have an image of the back of the comedy club. However, I'm kind of fixated on it and I want to explore it further. That's where I'm at with it. All right. Shown from the back of the room. Um, the I don't know how smallish room, back of the room. Um, you can see a well lit stage. Shown from the background. You see, like, maybe let's say, I don't know, in the background. Let's say in the background. Um, in front of the stage are circular tables and chairs with patrons. The entire shot is a bit has a has a shallow depth of field. But you can still make out generally what's going on. So I think that sounds pretty good. Right? It doesn't necessarily have to be in black and white. We could change it to black and white. So I'm going to go with this to start, okay? And see what it gives us. I think square is just fine because it's gonna go on a square cover. And I can always expand it using the tools that I use. I can always expand it. So it's not necessarily capturing the shallow depth of field. However, it's still, I may take out the stage being well lit because it's a little too well lit. Okay. Yeah, I like this, but I would like these seats to be full too, right? And it's a bit too light for me. So, all right, so I'm gonna say thank you. Thank you. I would like to create an image of a dark comedy club showing the back of the room. Okay, you can see a stage. I'm not gonna say well lit. Stage in the background from the stage, a circular stage, the shallow depth of field. Um, that's the terminology, right? It's yeah, shallow depth of field. Okay. On the stage is a a let's say middle-aged African American male with a let's say medium build. I think he's like slim to medium. Let's say slim to medium build. Um, I'm just gonna say bokeh, but not too blurry. Too blurry. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. See what it gives us, y'all. And they actually did make it in 16:9, which is fine. That's fine. And I got some cool tools to show y'all today. Now that we're doing this, give y'all a peek behind the curtain. Cause I'm in these AI tools all day, every day, y'all. I love it. I love it. It's so powerful. And then once you start using this, like, yo, how was I living without this? I guess that's with anything, right? Once you get used to it. Oh, Mary, he ain't got the gold mug. I don't even have a gold mug. That's dope. Congrats. So, all right, so they have a gentleman up here, but I mean it's a silhouette, but he has on a suit. That's not what we want. That's not what we want. Um, and I want to try this 35 millimeter lens as well. So this is not what we're going for. So let's try this again. Let me try 35 millimeter. Okay. Male wearing. Let me look up Jerry's dress. I haven't. I haven't. I've seen a lot about it, but I haven't. I tend to wait till things shake out first before I dive in. To be honest. So yeah, not to get political or anything, but I know I just I'm waiting till things shake out. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I don't know like what kind of data gathering. And I'm not the one to be honest to sit there and read the whole privacy policy. I'm not, I guess I can use AI to summarize it, but I'm like, let's see what people are saying. Let's let the guinea pig first. And then I'll hop in if it's but I've seen the YouTube videos and stuff and the comparisons, but I haven't messed with it yet. All right, something me wearing. All right, let's look up Jerry Minor. Okay, let's see what he kind of wears. Jerry Minor, the IMDb is always good. Let me see. Okay, let's just say casually dressed. Okay. Um, yeah, let's say casually dressed. I feel you. I feel you. Okay, casually dressed. Mm, Boca. And then I'll do one with okay, can you do another with with a 50 millimeter lens? But let's see what this one gives us first. Like, why are these people sitting backwards, bro? This isn't bad. I feel like the lights are too bright still. I would like to put people in these seats instead and have them let's do some inpainting. Hold on, let me check this out. Let's do the 50 millimeter lens first. And then let's do some inpainting on this and see if we could put people in these seats right here. And I want to remove that guy first and then put people in these seats. Yeah. Yep. Now this is too far. This isn't bad. This isn't bad right here because it's giving me I don't know about these lights up here though. It's giving me like the distance that I'm looking for, but there aren't enough people in these seats. So I want it to look like it's a good crowd, a good sized crowd. Let me see. Can you make sure the room is full of patrons, audience, and make it? I mean, I guess I can make it blurred on my own. Crowded comedy club. This isn't bad, but it's like a huge aisle in the middle, and that's not what I wanted. Like, it seems like everything has just one thing wrong with it. Oh, this isn't bad right here, y'all. But they're not. These two guys have the same pose. They could be twins, right? Let's get some some different looking folks in here. Um, and they're not paying attention. Oh, golly. Okay, I'm gonna say closer. Closer. Can you do one more? And make sure everyone is looking towards the stage. Um, yeah. I was gonna say, can you make sure the audience is a bit more diverse? However, once I blur these folks out, you ain't gonna be able to tell like who's who or anything like that. Um, but I kind of like the silhouette. Okay, so yeah, that's a bit of an improvement. Still has this aisle in the middle, which is annoying. It's okay. So let me know what y'all think. I think I'm digging this the most. Make sure I'm streaming. I'm streaming. Okay. So yeah, I'll save this, but I have an idea. I'm gonna quickly show y'all a couple of the tools that I use. All right, so we're gonna go to Ecamm Live. Should create season 4. Very minor. Cover images. Let's just say working files. So now I'm gonna go to Kriya. I use Kriya all the time. I love Kriya, y'all. I think I showed it to you last week. It's one of my secret weapons. Um, okay. So I'm actually gonna upload this image because it is close. It is close. Oh, saved it as a WebP. That sucks. Come on, man. Let me just take a screenshot of it. I forgot it saves them as a WebP file. Save it real quick. Club. Okay. Back to Korea. Upload it. And I'm actually going to get a prompt from ChatGPT. Can you describe this image in detail? Provide me. You know, let's just say describe this image in detail. And I should be able to use that as a prompt. So I'm gonna start with dimly lit. Command C. Copy. So let's remove this and just see what it gives us first. I'll paste it in here. So this is using Flux. Okay. Let's do 16 by 9. Oh, this is kind of cool too. That's not bad. And it has different models. So let's do 1.1 Pro and see what it gives us. I'm gonna say the man is on the stage. Let me know if anything jumps out at y'all as well. So it's taking a bit more time to generate, but Flux is super fast. Okay, this isn't bad either, right here. But still has a huge aisle in the middle, which I don't like. I'm something about this I like, even though it's a bit more small and intimate. But some of the comedy clubs are like that. I mean, I feel like they all have some sort of stage, but I like the intimacy of this, and also it's gonna be kind of like, for example, really quickly, like the composition of it, almost like him off center, kind of like that. But I don't want you to be able to see like who it is. I want to be like, is that Jerry? That ain't Jerry. But on this with this angle, you can't tell if it's a stage or not. You know what I'm saying? And you do see the audience on this side. You see people directly in front of him. Um, so I'm not mad at that. So I'm gonna save this and upscale it. We're gonna upscale both of these. I'm gonna show you a couple different methods. This is a Kriya one. And let me pop back over to Flux just to see if we can get a couple more because this thing is crazy fast. Let me just hit this generate button a few times. And let's look and see what we got real quick. Okay. You have this fascination with this super. It's like somebody's getting married. The aisle is so wide. See, this is the composition. This is like what I'm looking for right here, as far as the bokeh with the stage blurred out. Um, he looks like one of my clients. All right. Okay, so we got some more. Boom. Dun, dun, dun. He look like Robert Kiyosaki, rich dad, poor dad out there. Two marshals. Oh, literally. Thanks. I don't know how long that was like that. I'm saying my bad, y'all. Um, I got rich dad, poor dad action right here. I don't know why they want to have someone standing in the back. They look like they had a seminar. All right, y'all. Let's move on. I will show y'all quickly how to enhance these. So Kriya has enhanced. So I'm gonna drop this image in here to enhance it. Twofer. Facts. All right, upscaling 2x. That's cool. Upscaling active scene transfer. I'm gonna keep it at its default settings and see what it gives us. While that's doing that, because this other one's gonna take a while as well. OpenArt is one of my other tools that I use a lot for upscaling. Um, Upscale vectors, regular images, and it has precise, refining, and creative. So I'm going to show you the difference between the three because it's really cool. Upscale. I'm using my credits for y'all, and these credits ain't cheap, but I love y'all. All right. Refine. So, and if you precise is literally precise, it's going to upscale it and not change anything about it. Refine, you can adjust the intensity of the enhancement. So I'm going to leave it. Let's do subtle for refine and then creative for refine. Just to show y'all the difference. And then creative, I'm gonna leave it at its default. Um, Come on now, turn blue. I don't know why it's not trying to do it. Hold up. Usually, okay, boom, there we go. All right, creative, create more creative, and then I'll do the creative upscale for V2, and I'll just leave it as in the middle. So it's basically it goes from, oh, we got one that's done already. Most precise, the middle refine is like, all right, it's gonna upscale it, but it's gonna take a little creative liberty with it, and creative upscale is gonna completely change it. It's gonna maintain the structure of it, but it's gonna change it. And in my case, that may be fine. It's still gonna be somebody in a comedy club. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, they have a 50% off annual subscription, y'all. I didn't even know that. I think I did. I did catch it on something like that. But I signed up for so many services about a month ago on Christmas Eve actually that I lost track of what I got and like what I'm paying monthly for and what I'm doing annually. I'm trying to, I'm getting better at that because I used to do everything annually, but sometimes when those annual subscriptions pop up on you by surprise, I just had one hit me for 800 for film pack. And I emailed them. I was like, "Can y'all refund this? Cause I don't use this service no more." I ain't heard back from them, so I'm like, that hurt, y'all. That hurt. I know you know what I'm talking about. But those annual, it sounds good in the moment. Till the next year come around, you're like, "Oh, it wasn't this much last year, yeah, cause you got it on the sale." It might be something you forgot about. Lord, them things add up. Anyway, okay, so let me see. I don't think I can zoom in on this. Can I? My zoom in is only gonna show the Okay, so that's not terrible. His face is missing some details, but the original looked worse. So if I pull up the original, hold on. So you see with the original, that's what the original was, and then with the precise upscale, it's giving us some detail there, but we don't need a lot of detail to be honest. Um, so that's that. Okay, so this is good. This is good to show you guys. So you see with the refine, they added a face. So, and it's also trying to add faces to other people. You see it's a bit more detailed there. Okay, so this is, hold on one second. Let me go back here. So this is the first refine right here. Okay. And this is the second. So it's not that much of a difference, but you see it changed the crowd some on this second refine. And even look at this picture frame. Right now it's a bit abstract, but when I go with the higher refine one, it added an actual frame, it added texture to the walls. You see these lights change. They look a bit more realistic. So if I go back, hold up. So compare these three images. So this is precise, the low refined, high refined. It's a lot more realistic. And then you can feed this back in and then upscale it again if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? So it's like limitless. And then this is the creative one. So I told you it was going to completely change it, but still maintain the same structure. But now he's not even a black guy anymore. I don't know if he was here either, but he possibly was here. But he has no hair, and Jerry has hair, so that's probably not going to work. So let's see what Kriya did. Oh, I guess it was just looking for a prompt. All right, so let's go ahead and do a creative upscale on. So I actually could have put a prompt in for creative. I forgot about that. So I could have specified, okay, it's supposed to be an African American male. So let me jump back here and let's go ahead with this one because I think we wanna go ahead and rock with this one. Um, so I'm gonna do creative and let's see. Let me go back to ChatGPT. A simple prompt describing this scene. Like, let me see, 3 to 4 sentences. All right, so I'm gonna copy this and then paste this in here. Command V. Oh, I could have did generate from image too. Silly. So yeah, you can do that, guys. If you use this tool, you can generate it from the image. So let me delete this out and see what it does. But it doesn't know the details. Like let's see what it knows. Let's see what it can pick up from the image. Chip Zdarsky, Barbizon School promotional image. So let's see. Let's create it with this, and then let's create it with my prompt. That is one cool thing about OpenArt is that like it'll add styles and stuff that you may not be familiar with. It'll add it to the prompt when it comes to this upscale, which is a nice bonus because literally we just trying to upscale it in a certain way. So to add styles and stuff, and if you have a particular style you're going for, you can add that yourself. But it can pick that stuff up from the image. That's it. That's it, Paul. Everyone's all hit at once, Lord. You can't take. Sometimes you can't take advantage of the new sale. You're already a subscriber. Like, oh, this is for new subscribers only. All right, so let's pop back over to Kriya, see what it gives us. Okay. Oh, that did. Look, y'all. Kriya did a good job. He's still black, y'all. I think. But look at the crowd. That's not bad. This might work, y'all. Not bad, Kriya. So this is called creative upscaling, y'all. If you guys aren't familiar with that, so it's taking images and upscaling them, but like allowing the AI to do its thing and create something that didn't exist. I mean, the whole image didn't exist a few minutes ago, but allowing the AI to interpret it to create something that wasn't there, add details and stuff like that. You can also describe the image as well. So, all right, let's pop back over here. So this is with the their prompt. Now that looks like Ellen DeGeneres up there. And then this is with my prompt, and it looks like I don't know. The old Louis Anderson. So yeah, that ain't gonna work. However, I think we're gonna end up going with this one, y'all. The one from Korea. I think we're gonna go with the one from Korea. Um, yeah, let's go with that. All right. So how do I download this? I've never used. Well, I've only used that upscaler a couple times. So let me see here. Where is the download button? Download. Okay, just right click download. Okay. All right. Club final. So now I'm going to bring it into. Wish it was more people like right here, y'all. So, but you can inpaint inside of some of these programs, but not in here. All right. So I'm going to open up Photoshop. My wife worked on a cake for my nephew who turned 18. Birthday party. My wife makes cakes. So, and he draws. So that was one of his drawings that she's going to put on his cake. It's crazy. I met my wife. He was like a couple months old. We were babysitting him. Now he's turning 18. Lord, where did the time go? All right. So I'm going to go to filter, blur. Um, let's do lens blur. Yeah. And I'll show y'all what I'm going to do with this in a second. You still here? Hit the like button. I appreciate y'all. Okay, okay, okay. It's a bit too blurry for me, but let's dial it back some. Still a little too much, a little too much. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. So I'm going to save this, and then we'll bring it into Affinity. All right, now let me show y'all something real quick. Oh, I saved it in the wrong spot. I saved it in the wrong spot. That's okay. Club. Hmm. So I'm putting both of these layers on top of each other. Okay. And let's bring it back to color first. So let's go ahead and line them up. Okay, so what I'm essentially going to do is use the gradient, the transparency tool to have a transparency on one of the layers. So watch this. Can you guys tell what's happening here? So most of the image can be blurry, but the individual can be still in focus. So if I bring this all the way up, you see he'll get blurry. And that may be okay because we don't really want him to be that much in focus either. And I do want him to kind of be small. So now let's okay. So I like the composition of this a lot, but I may end up changing the guy's likeness to be more like Jerry's. So yeah, I'll end up making one that's more of his likeness. So yeah. All right, really quickly, I want to try to add some text effects to this text. So it's two different ways we can do that. So one is of course in vital elements. Let's just say white logo mockup. And we can also do like text effects as well in Adobe Stock. Let's say white grunge text effect. I don't know if I want it to be grunge though, you know? Because text effect. Ooh, that's not bad. This right here, y'all. That's clean and simple. So let's rock with that. So we're gonna do that. And then I want to show you one other way. Um, in what is it? Leonardo. Image creation. Okay, so I'm gonna need to save this first. I think I already have it. Okay. Okay. This is a good example of what I was doing with it, what I'm getting ready to do. But I had a logo for Liz Wilcox. Shout out to Liz Wilcox, and I was trying to just get some different styles for it. So that's essentially what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to add the image first as an image reference, a content reference actually. So upload it. Content high. And I'm just going to say, let's keep it simple. White text on black background. See what it gives us. Try it with this. Okay, quality large. Match the aspect ratio. I'll generate a few concepts and then I'll pop over into like a cinematic preset, right? Cinematic, because let's see something that might be in slight 3D. So I'll hit generate and then let's do 3D. Keep it simple. So let's come back up here. Free trial. I ain't signed in. Come on now. I'm in here all the time and y'all sign me out. All right. Download. Files, that's fine. Cool. so I have to apply this effect to the other. So let me bring that in here. I gotta remember how to do that, y'all. Let me see. Command V. Boom. I gotta remember how to just apply this to this. All these effects to this. So if I click this, go to appearance, I should be able to drag this right on top of this if I'm not mistaken. I'm missing a step, y'all. I gotta Google it real quick. In the meantime, let me show you guys this. Okay, so this is the original. So not much to report here. I didn't really give it much of a prompt either. And then we go to cinematic and you see we got a little more action, even though we have some errors here. But it's giving us more of a 3D effect. Ooh, that's nice. 3D effect. Interesting, interesting. This isn't bad here. And neither is this. It does look like it's a wide angle lens. Is it just me or does it look like it's kind of curved? Almost like a wide angle lens? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to upscale this. Realistic to upscale because then I can drop the background out of it. Yeah. Okay. So all right, and I got to Google. Let's say how to copy and paste effects. Illustrator. Okay. So when copying in appearance panel, drag the small thumbnail onto the object you want to paste. That's what I did. Okay, the small thumbnail, which is here, onto. Oh, I guess I didn't do it. I didn't do it slow enough. All right, I thought this is all one. Okay, Command 8. All right, let's do that again. Boom, there it is. So now, all right, move that out the way. Don't need this, don't need this. Really don't need this background either. So I just need to reduce the stroke. Okay, not on that. Oh, here it is. There we go. But let's see if I increase the size of this. I may need to bump that stroke back up. Let me know what y'all think of this. Part of me likes it and part of me doesn't. Let me see here. to be a bit more lighter. All right, I think this is cool. So I'm gonna export this. Let's see if I'm gonna do it as a SVG and a PNG. I just want to have a couple options, you know. Um, okay, cool. All right, so then we have that, and we have the one that we upscale here. Close this, download this. Let me see if I remove the background. The only thing about removing the background when it comes to stuff like this right inside of Leonardo is that sometimes it won't get everything, which is annoying. So let's see what it does. Like it might be like some little black bits still left in between the letters. So let's give it a second here while it's doing that. I'll pop over into here. So we have this concept. Let's see what this SVG is looking like. Oh, not bad, not bad, not bad. Even though I'm not really seeing the stroke or anything, it just looks like it's a glow on it. So let's do the PNG first. I mean, instead. Okay, there we go. That's not bad, y'all. It is not bad. And I can also change the levels of it to make that white pop a bit more. Okay. All right, that's not bad. And then let's go ahead and make room for the final one, which is this. No background. Original, upscale, no background. And it didn't work at all. I don't think. Let's see. I can't tell. Hold up, y'all. Let me see. Maybe it did. Hold up, hold up, hold up. All right, let me drag it out here. Okay, so it did do the outside, but not the inside. And you see like this layer right here isn't completely gone. See, that's the only thing when it comes to doing it from there. So I tend to use remove.bg. You can also do this in Photoshop as well. But first I need to download it. The upscale download. Boom. You see that? There's a little situation here. Try to erase. And I can add my own shadows back into it. But it's still giving me the 3D effect. It's not perfect though. I'll probably pop it into Photoshop too just to compare. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not feeling that corner. Hold up. Let's pop it into Photoshop. Only thing with Photoshop, it tends to do the same thing where it'll have like little bits and pieces still in there. If I hit remove background, see, it did the same thing. The other thing did. So let me try this though. If I go here, go to blending options. I can do this to get rid of that. You know what? That ain't bad, y'all. I think I'm gonna just rock with this. No, Canva has a background remover. They all have background removers, and they all have their pros and cons. Free pick. Okay, cool. So that has a bit of a 3D effect. Cool. We can always add in our own drop shadow. Okay. All right, y'all. That pretty much wraps it up. I think we got 3 solid concepts. I'll probably tweak it just a bit to make the comedian more of Jerry's likeness. Or we could just blur him out completely because he doesn't necessarily want to be the face or the star. So if that's the case, we could just do something like this where it's just like more blurry, and you still get the gist of what's going on. That'll probably be what we do, y'all. So yeah. Um so he may end up going with this one, but I just wanted to have a couple other ones that are simple but still in the same, the same family. And let me just try this overlay real quick cuz I like doing this overlay. Just adding some noise and texture to it. I like playing with the blend modes. Y'all know Ecamm has blend modes now too, so you can do stuff like this inside of Ecamm. So let's do a normal, have the other overlay layers underneath, and then you kind of reduce the opacity here so it can some of it can kind of shine through. That's pretty cool. So that'll be one, and then I'll have one that's completely opaque. Oops. Like this. So this one, this one, this one, and this one. But yeah, we'll just have it blurry. So you can see what the heck is going on. You know what's going on. And he knows his audience too, so the audience can look at that and see what's going on. Cool. We got anybody here still? It's been quiet. But look, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. We're gonna be wrapping this up next week, so we're gonna create the other assets. Pending his approval, right? We'll create the other assets and then create whatever scenes he needs inside of Ecamm. I asked for his run of show, so we can get that rocking and rolling, and then he'll be good to go. He'll be all set. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in week in and week out. This has been fun so far. A bit of a unique challenge because it is so simple, but I've been enjoying it, and hopefully you guys are getting something out of it. And learning about some of the tools that I use um, when it comes to design and photography. Well, I'm not a photographer, but like you taking images and upscaling them and stuff like that. It's so much fun, y'all. I can do this all day, every day. I mean, I literally do. So, but I appreciate y'all. Please tune in next week for the finale of the season. And I'll see y'all next week. Thanks, Jeremy. Appreciate y'all.